What's up, cool kids? FD White. Let's jump right into it. Bitcoin came down to our significant support level that we talked about over the past couple weeks. We said if we lost that 116K level, used it as resistance, we were most likely coming down to 112K, which was our previous all-time high from about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We came down perfectly to this level, hit that 112K level, and then had a nice little bounce. Right now we're sitting at 114,000. So we do have about 6 or 7 hours before the weekly close / weekly open. So we want to be diligent. We want to be watching these levels that I'm going to talk about in a minute. But first and foremost, congratulations to everybody. If you have been buying the dip, we got a major videos coming out talking about buying the dip, short term and long term. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what my plan for not only the short term but also the long term, and we're going to just talk about we're building a community. I want to build a community of strong critical thinkers, of strong people who are in the market, not only to change their lives in the short term but also change their lives in the midterm. In the long term. So right now Bitcoin, like I said, is sitting at 114. So we're looking at this $116,000 level to be reclaimed. We were in a range from about 116K to about 120K for basically the whole month of July. So what we want to do is reclaim that level. So I think going into this week, we're going to start to go up, test that level, see if we can get back above there. If we can get back above there, use our R3 strategy, our reclaim, retest, react, we can get a nice entry going into that 116 level, going back up to 120,000 and hopefully breaking back above there. We have been talking about how August and September are usually pretty bearish. The last 2 Augusts have been a little bit bearish. The last 2 Septembers have been a little bit bullish. So this gives us a little bit more opportunity because I think the market will ramp up. I think we are going to have a significant run going into the tail end of Q3, going into Q4. So I do think this is more opportunity. I know a lot of people are saying the cycle is dead. I know a lot of people are saying altcoins are dead. I know a lot of people are saying the cycle is over. I don't believe so. So if you think that is true, then I want you to have an open mind. If you don't think it's true, I still want you to have an open mind. Use both reasons to build rather your thesis as to what's going on and position accordingly. If you're just buying Bitcoin, buying some of the top alts that you think is going to be here for the long term, you're not planning on selling, then you don't even really care. If you plan on taking profits at some point in the immediate short term, then you definitely want to pay attention. You want to subscribe to this channel because we're on it. We've been on it. We're going to stay on it. And, hopefully we can add some value into your trading and into your investing life. So what am I doing? Right now, what I'm doing is I'm monitoring this situation. I'm monitoring what we're going to do at this 114K level. We're kind of in no man's land. In my opinion, this 112 to 116, we're kind of in limbo. I want to see if we break down below 112, that would be sort of bad in my opinion, or if we break back above this 116K area. So I'm either sitting on my hands, or if I see some type of trade that I can take, if we come back down to the 112, if we react again. We had a nice double bottom on a midterm or a mid time frame. I think it was like the 1 hour. We had a nice double bottom, bounced up to that 114. So if we come back down to 112, maybe I'll consider taking the trade. If we lose that, I might have to short. I'm gonna have to short. I will keep the community updated in the Telegram Cool Kids Alpha Club. Link will be in the description below. But like I said, personally, I do want Bitcoin dominance to go up. I do want Bitcoin to start going up a little bit more, but I want altcoins are gonna have to take a back seat for the next few weeks, in my opinion, in order to build that strength back up, build the liquidity back up, build the frothiness back up in the market. Because if Bitcoin doesn't get to a certain level, if Bitcoin dominance doesn't get to a certain level, if we don't get enough froth, if we don't get enough girth going up, then altcoins are not going to hold a bid. We keep seeing that. We see spouts and bouts of altcoin season, and coins have a nice 20-30% move, but then a couple weeks later they get retraced. We need Bitcoin to create the momentum, a strong momentum, which we are not getting. We're getting a nice momentum, we get some strong momentum, but we're not getting that full-fledged Bitcoin dominance peaking at like 68-69%, Bitcoin getting to about 130, 140, 150, possibly higher. That's when we can get some life-changing moves in some of these altcoins. I'm not talking about trading. I'm not talking about leverage. I mean, like, just buying, holding, watching our coins go up 5, 10, 15, possibly 20%, 20x rather, and then we can figure out when to take profits from there. So that's not, and that may not happen. This cycle has been completely different. We keep preaching that every video, but we want to be prepared if that does happen. And we need Bitcoin to take the shine back, take the reins back, take the crown back, go up tremendously, the price wise and dominance wise. And then I think we can get some sort of real altcoin season, though it'll be a little bit different. We're not going to get every coin pumping, but we will get some sort of sustainable altcoin season that can last a little bit longer than 2 or 3 weeks, possibly a month or so, going into the tail end of Q3, going into Q4. So I'm looking for Bitcoin to potentially start to bottom out. I don't want to lose this 112K area. I want to hold this, possibly come down for a swing failure pattern, and we get some sort of R3 reclaim, retest, react at that 112K level. But like I said, right now we're in kind of in limbo, so we want to see what we do underneath this 116 and above this 112K level for Bitcoin. If we come down further, if we have some sort of a massive crash coming down a little bit below 112, even getting back to the high 100 or 105K level, which I do think we have some liquidity over there, it'll be opportunity. I think it's opportunity. This is not financial advice. I could be wrong, but I think dips will be opportunities from here until September, going into late September, because I do think, like I'm gonna keep reiterating, hold me to this if it doesn't happen. If it does happen, I want you to hold me to it as well. I think Q3 is going to be going into end of Q3, going into Q4 is going to be fireworks. So position accordingly. Make sure you like, subscribe. We will be on it. I have a very good informative video coming out talking about buying the dip, buying Bitcoin crashes, and making sure you are positioned for not only the short term. We talk about short term, we talk about trades, but most importantly, we're talking long term. Protect your capital, protect your purchasing power, and protect your lineage, because the time that we're in now is a pivotal time in your moment. This could be your moment. This could be your defining moment, because I think crypto is the fastest, the best way to build wealth in the next 5 to 10 years. So come on a journey with me, basically. So this is FD White. Appreciate you if you made it this far. Like I said, we're trading, we're investing. We have links in the description below if you want to support the channel. And we're just going to continue to grow, continue to make money, and continue to be a close-knit community, helping each other and trying to make as much money as we can. So I'll talk to you in a minute. Peace.